And liftoff. Liftoff of the 25th Space Shuttle mission, and it has cleared the tower.
Now control.
Roger, roll, Challenger.
Good roll program confirmed. Challenger now heading down range. Engines beginning throttling down now at 94%. Normal throttles for most of the flight, 104%. We'll throttle down to 65% shortly. Engines at 65%, 3 engines running normally, 3 good fuel cells, 3 good APUs. Velocity 2,257 feet per second. Altitude 4.3 nautical miles, downrange distance 3 nautical miles. Engines throttling up, 3 engines now at 104%.
Challenger, go at throttle up.
Challenger, go at throttle up.
1 minute 15 seconds. Velocity 2,900 feet per second. Altitude 9 nautical miles. Downrange distance 7 nautical miles.
Up in a ball of flame, down in fire. NASA said the fine pieces of debris continued to fall into the impact area, that is just southeast of the launch pad. For nearly 45 minutes, recovery boats and aircraft had to wait until the rain of debris stopped before entering the area. Paramedics parachuted into the water. Some of them leaped into the water from helicopters, seeking to find any trace of survivors. There was no trace. Only small pieces of debris. In slow-motion videotape, this is what happened during the critical moments of the explosion. Indication of trouble in the lower middle left-hand side of your screen. Nobody knows what it could have been. Then signs that a larger explosion is coming. And the main fuel tank goes. After the explosion, the 2 solid fuel booster rockets separated. At least one of them continued to fly crazily out of control in the clear sky, trailing long tails of smoke before it plummeted into the seas. You will see a small, well, perhaps a piece of the right-hand side solid rocket booster in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Once the fireball, the worst of it, there you see it in the upper right-hand corner. What is believed to have been the right side. McAuliffe of Concord, New Hampshire, and the mother of 2 underwent training in the long preparation for today's flight. At a news conference, she talked about her experience. This was part of the weightlessness training, which is so familiar to anyone who's followed the space program.
One of the things that I hope to bring back into the classroom is to make that connection with the students that they too are part of history, that the space program belongs to them, and to try to bring them up with the space age.
These are other photographs of training of school teacher Krista McAuliffe. She tried to get herself in better physical condition, went through the medical tests, having been chosen from among more than 11,000 teachers selected for this flight. She posed proudly beside the Space Shuttle Challenger, went through that long, arduous preparation. Recall that Judy Resnick, the other woman aboard today's flight, had been waiting 6 years for her flight into space. This was her second flight. Now today, boarding the bus for the launch, school teacher McAuliffe and the other 6 Americans, looking so forward to what they were convinced would be another successful launch. 24 space shuttle launches, 56 American manned space launches, with never a death before. There were 3 deaths in 1967 on the pad, but that was before launch. Today's the first disaster in space flight.
Nice block, falling down.
Rose almost caught that ball back behind her head, the little off-speed shot.